know what? I want to complain. I'm not going to lie. I want to complain. I want to complain how my life sucks. I want to complain how this is bad. I want to complain how after every obstacle I overcome, another one is always there. I want to complain on how frustrated, how tired I am. I want to complain about a bunch of things. But do I complain about them? I don't. I'm trying to say that you don't have to complain about these things. Because we all feel the same way. We're all tired. We're all stressed. We're all occupied with something. We're all are facing something daily. Every single day we all are facing something. Every single day. But the reason as well why I can't complain about these things is because I know deep down in my heart that I know that if I go through it properly, if I go through it with a positive mindset, staying optimistic, staying fully focused, while being tired, while maybe being semi-depressed or stressed, while chaos is all around me, I know if I just stay focused and I keep going, regardless if I'm tired, regardless if I'm sore, regardless if I have cuts, regardless if I have bruises, regardless if my belly aches, regardless if I have a headache, regardless of any situation, I know if I keep going, I will be rewarded. It makes no sense to complain. It makes no sense to say how suck it is. There's always somebody that's going through something worse. There's always somebody that's handling something worse. There's just always worse than this. There's always somebody that's going through something worse than the situation that you're currently in. It makes no sense to complain, and that's why I can't complain. That's why I can't play the victim mindset. That's why I can't be like, oh, this shit sucks. That's why I can't be like, oh, everybody got their opportunity and I haven't got mine as yet. Because I know in the end mine will come. I know all I have to do is just stay focused and keep going. That's what I know I have to do, and that's all you have to do as well. It doesn't. It won't come fast. It won't come easy, but we just have to keep going. Each of us just have to keep going. We just have to keep going, keep progressing, keep going forward. And it sucks. Yes, it sucks, but does it really make sense to complain? Like look back at everything that look back in retrospect. In retrospect, everything that you faced previously, everything that you faced in the past, that you were going through, and at that time you deemed it as the worst situation ever, right? Where you are today is 3 months ahead of that, a year ahead of that pain also, or a year ahead of that chaos or that chaotic situation. And your year, you're 3 months better. Your year, you're 3 months stronger. You're 6 months stronger. Wherever how long ago was that situation? You looking back now where you currently are, you are stronger, you are better. So no, the current situation that you're facing, does it really make sense to complain? You know you're gonna overcome anyway. You know you're gonna get through it anyway. You know you're gonna be better anyway. You know at the end of the day, the sun gonna shine. You know at the end of the day, you're gonna get stronger. You know at the end of the day, the reward will come. So, what are we doing? We're going to keep going. We're going to keep progressing. So am I going to keep going. I won't keep progressing. I won't complain. I won't cry. I won't be sad. I won't be down on myself. I won't be hard on others. I won't put my frustration out on others. I'll remain calm, remain stoic, and I'll do what's needed, not what I want. Because as I've said before, if we're doing what we're needed, if we're doing what we needed, it'll give us what we want. If we're doing what we needed, it will give us what we want. So don't complain. It makes no sense to complain because at the end of the day, the sun gonna shine. At the end of the day, the nighttime gonna come and a new day will wait. A new dawn will arise. How would you want the day to end? How would you end your day? And how would you? And when the dawn comes, how will you begin then? Like figure it out. How do you want your day to end? In what spirit? Break out from the chain. Break out from the victim mindset. Break out from the mentality that it sucks and that you can't do anything. Because yes, it can suck, but you can do something. And what you can do, you can just keep going. And there's nothing else to say. There's nothing else that I can say. But just go. I am going with you. We're on the journey together. You're seeing me from zero, from nothing, something, and therefore to everything. As Conor McGregor say, small steps. Every single thing is small steps. Don't complain. It makes no sense to complain. It makes no sense to complain. It really makes no sense to complain. It makes no sense to worry. Just do what's needed, and you'll get what you want.